We are so excited for the opening of the Gunnery after this amazing transformation that we've just been through for the past 2 years, working really closely with Artspace and our architects, Dunn and Hillam. This space is the most perfect example of adaptive reuse for an amazing future cultural use that is going to have an anchor capability in this community.
Well, we really enjoy the challenge of adaptive reuse of heritage buildings for a number of reasons. Probably the main one is to come in and listen to the stories that the buildings have and be able to understand those and turn those into parts of new stories that become part of the building. It's a really sustainable way of keeping our city alive and in touch with its history. It's been an artist's squat, it's been a gunnery training centre, and now we've turned it into a world-class art gallery and space for contemporary art curation and production for the next 50 or 100 years. One of the first ideas that we came up with, and we think one of the strongest ones and one that we're most proud of, is a simple one, which was reorienting the entry into the building from the Cowper Wharf roadside onto the Forbes Street Plaza side, which then allows the building to address the city. It addresses the street directly, and the street then has an influence on the building. We used the original entry by removing a 1940s fire stair to open it back up and create that connection. And by directly addressing the new Sydney Modern up the hill, we've now made this building part of the cultural ribbon of Sydney. Keeping the essence of the building, so expressing all of the primary timber structure, being able to do that whilst meeting current codes and safety around fire, escape and so on, becoming a public building. They're the challenges, and if we've done those things well, which we think we have, then you shouldn't notice that side of what we've done. What you should notice is the frame of the building, the structure of the building, the atmosphere of the building, and how well it holds the work that we can see here now and the work that's going to be produced in the future.
This transformation has enabled Artspace to build on our 40 years of history, 30 years in this building, but to actually do something extraordinary, which is imagine the next 35. Expanded galleries, project spaces, commissioning projects like the banner on the facade of the building, a new multi-platform programming space for dance, actions, happening and events, a completely accessible library and archive, and 10 studios provided free to artists living and working here in New South Wales for the next 35 years. Create New South Wales and their leadership has created capacity for us to ensure that this is a space where generations of artists, some haven't even yet been born, or arts workers or audiences will be able to come together with different communities to shape, think, revisit, revise and reimagine what it is that culture can do to create spaces for inclusion, equity, access and tolerance.
The Gunnery transformation has resolved many questions for us, primarily around visibility. Audiences can now find us at a pedestrian level. And for us, I think it addresses many structural issues that we had. We had diminished capacity to work in these spaces with artists because the building wasn't fit for purpose, but now we have this incredible space where everything is truly considered. Participating in this collaborative process with Create New South Wales to really reimagine what this building, the Gunnery, can be. Working with Dunn and Hillam, they've listened to what we needed as a contemporary art space, and the thing that we kept saying most is we need flexibility. We need flexible spaces to support artists in the exhibition spaces so that they can imagine and create the work that they really want to create, the most ambitious works to date, and in the studio spaces, just really pared back simple spaces that are light-filled and generous for artists again to work at a particular scale with a level of ambition.
This is all about the artists. This is about people coming here and having the opportunity to change their practice, to grow their work in a space that is purpose-built out of an adaptively reused building.